You're watching East Midlands today on the BBC, and next tonight a teenage computer hacker has been jailed for what the judge described as cyber terrorism. Kane Gamble was arrested at his home in Leicestershire after posting details about thousands of FBI agents online.
Well, Gamble hijacked the personal accounts of several US intelligence chiefs. Our social affairs correspondent Jeremy Ball is at the Old Bailey for us this evening. Jeremy, good evening. So strong words from the judge today.
Yes, Dominic, Justice Haddon Cave described Kane Gamble's hacking group as a cyber gang and said he ran an extremely nasty campaign of politically motivated cyber terrorism. Now, Gamble arrived here on bail this morning. The judge said that what he did was sophisticated, persistent. His victims felt seriously violated, and one FBI boss even needed police protection at his family home. Kane Gamble was the teenager who turned the tables on intelligence chiefs. He started hijacking their computers through the internet when he was only 15 years old. He targeted senior officials at the White House, the Central Intelligence Agency and the Federal Bureau of Investigation because he was angry about US involvement in wars in the Middle East. At his home in Coalville, Gamble cracked their personal phone and email accounts. He did it by posing as broadband helpline staff and the officials he was targeting. From a computer in his bedroom here, he pretended to be John Brennan, the director of the CIA. He changed the spy chief's passwords. He got access to an iCloud account. He obtained sensitive military documents about the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. He even took control of an iPad, like this one, that belonged to Mr. Brennan's wife. He also tweeted John Brennan's personal car insurance details from an account called Crackers with Attitude, with a message, "Step up your game, homies." Another victim, Jay Johnson, was Director of Homeland Security. A message saying, "I own you," appeared on his family's television. Gamble also targeted James Clapper, the Director of National Intelligence, and John Holden, the White House security advisor, diverting their personal phone calls to the Free Palestine movement. Back in Coalville, it's been talk of the town.
I remember him at school and there were always jokes about him doing what he did, but I never actually realised he'd do it.
What did you think when you heard he hacked into the director of the CIA?
I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. You know, he's just a normal kid.
It's pretty scary what he's done, but obviously intelligent, but he's used it in the wrong way.
Very intelligent child, so fair play to him. If he can hack the CIA, then they should just hire him.
Gamble eventually bluffed his way into the FBI's law enforcement portal, and in the US Department of Justice network he found a list of 9,000 security agents and 20,000 FBI staff. He posted those online under the heading, "This is for Palestine." Bob Anderson used to be in charge of the agency's cyber investigations.
10 years ago, you needed to be a sophisticated hacker with a lot of horsepower behind you in infrastructure to do these types of crimes. And I think this case specifically shows that it's sort of the wild, wild west nowadays. You don't need to be a seasoned hacker or a nation state. I think it's very significant, and I think they need to have better systems in place to identify when people penetrate these systems so they can stop attacks earlier.
The agents' names Kane Gamble uploaded could have been sold to hostile foreign governments, and Gamble knew that what he was doing could have put lives at risk.
So Jeremy, an incredible case. What sentence did Gamble receive?
Well, this evening, Dominic, he's on his way to a youth detention centre. The judge ordered him to serve 2 years, but said that sentence would have been much longer. He accepted, though, that Kane Gamble was very young at the time, that he pleaded guilty, and that he's helped the police investigation. We also heard from Kane Gamble's barrister, who said he was simply naive and immature to think that he could change US foreign policy from his bedroom in Leicestershire, and that now he's learnt his lesson.
OK, Jeremy Ball, thank you.